you ever felt.
Are you listening?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Taylor Cole, your personal astrologer. Today we are going to continue the series that I've been working on where we've been going through each of the rising signs, and we are going to talk about Taurus rising. Taurus is an earth sign. It's the first earth sign in the zodiac, and it is the sign of the bull. Let's talk about the symbolism of the bull to start. So a bull is not necessarily a violent animal just on its own. It's a cow, right? I think it's a cow. Anyways, it's not going to be like the most violent creature there is. It kind of just wants to roam around, do its thing, you know, impregnate some female cows, do what it does. It likes to eat grass. It likes to do what it likes to do. But if you get on a bull's bad side, aka you try to make it do something it doesn't want to do, such as do like bullfights or that thing in Barcelona or Madrid or whatever where they have the bulls chase them, the bulls don't want to do that. They'll kill you, okay? No, don't mess with a bull. That's you, Taurus. You just want to go about life enjoying what you enjoy, having good experiences. That's something that's really beautiful if you think about it. You understand that it is valuable to stop and smell the roses. It is valuable to look at that sunset. It is valuable to snap a selfie just because. You know, that's you, Taurus, and that's great. But where it is that you get that whole stubborn side is when people try to tell you not to stop and smell the roses. Don't look at that sunset. Hurry up. That's like a trigger word for you. Hurry up? Absolutely not. No Taurus rising is going to like that. That's where you're really going to see the other side of a Taurus rising. That's where you're going to get the bull that attacks you. Alright, so now that we've talked about the symbolism, let's talk about the makeup of a Taurus. You're usually really good at any activity that requires left brain thinking. I think it's the left brain, the logical side. That's you. You can sort of see where it is that the structure lies, and then you work to maintain that structure. So that is something that's very intrinsically Taurian, that whole need for keeping structures together, which is great. If there were no Tauruses, the world would fall apart. Each rising sign tends to have a certain area of health to look out for, a certain area of the body to look out for. Yours is the neck. The main thing that I've seen play out as a chronic health factor for a Taurus rising is like just repeatedly getting stiff necks. Usually it's because of sleeping patterns. So you need that neck support. Pillows, use some pillows. I mean, I feel like you probably already have pillows. Make sure they're like very supportive of your neck. Like maybe invest in some Tempur-Pedic pillows. Also, massages, neck massages, really good. That's not only going to be good for your neck itself, but also as a Taurus, you tend to really like that whole sensory experience. You will see a food thing going on. You'll see something going on with the food, okay? Taurus is big on their food. However, this is going to be one of those things where it does change a lot. So maybe one Taurus is really big on like avocados for their comfort food. Maybe another one is really big on fried chicken. Like that can be a difference, but you'll tend to see this Taurus rising going to that particular comfort food every time they are in need of emotional support, let's say. There is a very stubborn aspect of Taurus rising. They don't like being pushed into a new set of circumstances. They don't like being pushed outside of their comfort zone. Comfort zone, whoa, okay? Comfort zone. It's like you have a barbed wire fence, then you have a cement wall, and then you have armed security guards, and then you have a moat around the property, and then you have a pack of guard dogs, and then you have a cannon, and that's the perimeter of your comfort zone. So yeah, you have a big comfort zone, and it's very hard to get you to leave that comfort zone. I'm just being real. That's the truth. Again, I don't know. Maybe that works for you. The key is to understand when you're relying on that comfort zone to protect you from life, okay? Because you can't really be protected from life. It's just there. And in that case, it's not good. Or when you are relying on that comfort zone to create better stability for yourself and others, because you do have a knack for bringing stability into other people's lives, and it is because you are so driven to protect that comfort zone. So it's good. It is a good thing to have. You just have to know when to step out of it. When do you go past those armed security guards? When do you go past that moat? When do you let other people into that comfort zone? That's a big deal for you. You have to watch out for getting into habits that aren't healthy, because Tauruses tend to like gravitate towards something they can specialize in or something that they can collect, which normally is fine. Where it becomes an issue is like if you happen to be a fine wine connoisseur or like you really like French food. Guess what? Too much wine leads to alcoholism. too much fine French food leads to health problems. So that is where it becomes kind of a gray area, because interestingly, usually like a Taurus rising type of addiction is one that's not caused by emotional turmoil. It's more caused by just the enjoyment of indulging. So you have to watch out to make sure habits aren't forming that are unhealthy for you, and you really have to force yourself into moderation because you like the predictable nature of life. So you're the one who's going to have that wine every day. You're the one who's going to have that fried food every day. You're the one who's going to want to have a schedule for these indulgences. So make sure you schedule it apart. So once a week maybe, that's good for you. Rewards, very good for you, Taurus. You like the predictability that comes when you know, okay, if I'm good on my diet or I work out every day this week, then I get a splurge on Saturdays. Like that's something you'd be interested in because it's predictable, but it also gives you something to look forward to. You are the most sensual sign in the zodiac, and I will tell you why. So you're ruled by Venus, the planet of love, desire, sensation, lust. That's already enough to make you sensual. But you are also an earth sign. This means that you are in touch with the senses. Earth signs tend to observe life through their senses because those are concrete. So you are very much into the touch. You're very much into the taste, the smell, all of that, the aromas, the fragrances, the beautiful like lingerie. That's all very Taurus because that appeals to the senses. You're the type who might bring chocolate with strawberries into the bedroom with whipped cream. Like you like multi-sensory experiences. So that's great. Honestly, you're good at sex. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Because unlike some of the other signs who are good at sex, especially the fire signs, like those signs tend to have a very strong sex drive. However, it's sexuality with them. You have an understanding of sensuality. So it's more of a well-rounded approach to sex and sexuality and intimacy and romance. That's great. Okay, so I do want to touch on compatibility in this video. I say this every time. I do think compatibility is overstated or definitely oversimplified a lot of the time in modern astrology, just because it tends to be like very much about, oh, this sign goes with this sign, this element does well with this element, which that does have some basis in reality. It's just that is way too simple. Like really you need to look at each birth chart and all the different complexities in order to really know if these two people will match. So that being said, that's just my little disclaimer. That being said, I do want to just give you the very general terms. All right. So you're a Taurus. The other earth signs will tend to be a really harmonious match for you. That's going to be Capricorn and Virgo. If you do get in a relationship with a Capricorn, let's say, that's going to be a relationship that tends to be very harmonious. There's going to be a natural flow. The Capricorn's going to be kind of an initiator in your relationship. They might be the one to kind of start projects. You're going to be the one to keep things stable in the partnership there. If you are with a Virgo, that can be really good because a Virgo can help you break down some of the unnecessary structures that you may have. As a Taurus, you tend to really create habits that are really sturdy, even if they might not be necessary. So the Virgo will be able to help you course correct, change directions, know when to step outside of your comfort zone. That's good. And then if you find yourself with another Taurus, this can be really good or really bad. When you are with another Taurus, there can be like a really sturdy connection, one where things literally never change. You guys might become that couple that's kind of boring, you know? Like you get together and then none of your friends ever see you again because you two just like to, you know, cuddle and chill, hashtag Netflix and chill, like that's you. But you two might be really happy. Alright, so the other element that tends to go really well with you is water. So we have Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Let's start with Pisces. So Pisces can really help you break down some of those structures. It's like, so Pisces is water. So let's just imagine a tsunami coming towards that wall that you built up around your comfort zone. The tsunami's probably gonna win. So yeah, Pisces will definitely help you break down some of those walls that you've built, but that can be great. That can be really great, especially if those walls are keeping you from growing. You will want to watch out for overindulgence there too, because Pisces can be overindulgent, you can be overindulgent, there can be a lot of overindulgence in that bond. Just keep an eye on that. That can be something that's completely avoided. Cancer. If you find yourself with a Cancer, this is going to be a very like comforting, cozy relationship usually. The two of you both are very interested in like a safe, nice, warm home, nice food. There's going to be a mutual understanding there for sure. There's probably going to be a lot of like time spent in the home, a lot of time spent cooking, and like, you know, I just imagine like a very domestic environment. So the two of you are going to be great at building a home. And then we have Scorpio. Scorpio is your opposite sign. I say this all the time. Opposite signs hit or miss, okay? Scorpio is going to force those walls that you built down because Scorpio requires an intense, almost merging relationship. They're not okay with those walls. They want to have a strong sense of intimacy with you. So whether or not you're willing to offer that up is going to be whether or not that relationship works. The Scorpio will try to penetrate through the walls that you've built up, so there's really no comfort zone allowed when you're in a relationship with a Scorpio. If you're willing to take on that opportunity for growth, then do it. If you're not, then this relationship will not work out for the most part. Just saying. If you are in a relationship with Scorpio and it's working out great, then that's awesome because it's going to facilitate a lot of growth. Thank you so much for watching this video. It really does mean the world to me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you liked this video, then definitely click subscribe so you can stay connected with me and get updated as soon as I post another video. If you'd like me to take a personal look at your birth chart, then you can go to taylorcole.com/services and you can either schedule a personalized consultation or a personalized horoscope, and then we can really dive into your unique birth chart and I can give you information that is way more personalized. I love interacting with you, so definitely check out the description box below where I have links to all of my different social media outlets so that we can stay in touch that way. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.